Hey, good morning, everybody. Well, it is almost 5 o'clock their time, so 4 Central Standard Time. In about a half hour, I'll do my pre-trip. Then I'll fill up my tanks with fuel, and then we're getting out of here. We should be there by 8 o'clock. And then we'll see what we get for this week. Hopefully no more problems. Alright, once we get on the road, we'll see you then. Hey, good morning. Alright, it's 5:15 Central Standard Time. It shows we're going to arrive at 8:03. Did my pre-trip. Filled up with fuel. And we're rocking at 71 North. This thing has me getting off on a high 315 just to cut over to 270. I'm just going to take 71 to 270 and go around. Might tack on a little extra, but it's going to be faster than running side roads, especially getting into rush hour up here. See you in a little bit. Hey. Well, we're back. It's 6:12. We're on 23 going north, I guess. We're 36 miles from our delivery. Showing we're gonna get there at 8 a.m. So, I haven't got a whole lot to go. And we'll see what we get next. See if we can find something out of this area rather than going down to Columbus, maybe going to Iowa or something like that. Alright, well, talk to you in a little bit. Hey everyone. Well, we've arrived. We're just waiting for a door. Actually waiting for Swift to make it move because the guy when I checked in said Swift was next and then me, so I'm just waiting on him. Don't have a load yet, but it looks like I'm going to pick it up out of Columbus, so after I get unloaded, if I haven't gotten a call, I'll head back down 23, and there's a rest area there, so I'll hit the rest area and wait. Talk to you then. Hey everyone. Well, I guess having my regular fleet manager back is no different than not having him back, having him leave. Got delivered. Luckily there was a rest area about 10 miles south of where I was at. Pulled in there and I've been waiting. I've been here about 25 minutes. Hey everybody, we got a load. It's gotta be a cheap and heavy load. Although I can't believe, I mean, these things must be some heavy ass cans. It's going from one company, or you know, like it's an intercompany transfer. But it's going from Vandalia, Ohio, which is by Dayton, to Fort Madison, Iowa. See you in a little bit. Hey everybody, loaded, and I even got a load for tomorrow. This one's kind of weird. It's printed material, so it's dense. But they loaded it right up the middle of the trailer. I think they used some empty pallets for spacing. But they went with 42,047. They're kind of in between the 24 and 26 pallet mark. I think they're like 2 foot off the tail. So I kind of set my tandem. So normally, if you got normal pallets, I usually try to set my wheels even with the brake, wherever it sits, whether it's up, back a little bit, and that. This was a little hard. So, and the nearest truck stop, to use a scale, obviously is 22 miles. So, we're on our way to truck stop at exit 10. I think with the direction I'm going, if I get off, it's probably better to go down the TA than Pilot. Just because it's a right-hand turn, and TA I think is on the right-hand side, and scale it there and see if I got to move it any. It seems to be pulling like it's fairly even across the board, but yeah, this is one of those weird ones where, yeah, it's a guess. Did I place it far enough back? Did I place it far enough forward? You just don't want to really go a 42.5 foot mark for your bridge, because that's what Illinois is. So I'm hoping it's fairly even on weight. I got almost full tanks of fuel. My DEF's at 3/4 of the tank, so that's 5 gallons, so maybe 30 pounds, depending on how much DEF weighs per gallon. But we got a weird one where I'm gonna have to double check in the morning. I need to plot this because I got a later pickup, I think at 1 o'clock in Burlington, Iowa, and it's going to Faribault, Minnesota. So it's a short hop, but it doesn't deliver till the next day at 3 in the afternoon. But it pays really well. Plus, it's probably going to be heavy, but the short distance and what it pays is going to easily make up for that. But it kind of, he thinks he can, and that's the problem. Thinks. He goes, oh yeah, I don't think in this market it should be that, because I was going to try to work it out where I deliver in Fort Madison, Iowa, so that, because Burlington's not that far from it, to where I get there an hour or two ahead of my appointment. And then, if I have to sit, I have to sit. But, so I don't burn a lot of, my clock up. Because I'm gonna, it took them a little while to do the paperwork and that on this. I was there about I wasn't there that long, I guess about an hour. So I'm getting a start at 2 o'clock, but my clock was already running down. So I got about 4 hours of actual drive time. I really got 5:18, but in order that, because it was an hour and a half away, it would have taken me where I couldn't do my half-hour break, so I did it on the early side with like 18 minutes early than what I needed to be. So, or 18, about 30 minutes early than I should have taken, that I needed to take it. So, I'm going to try to work it that I'm in some place as close to the end of my until break thing. Trying to see if them cats come. I would assume they do. That'll suck going there and then having to backtrack and go across the bridge, you know, the highway bridge. said, I could actually slide up a little bit more, or technically can't slide back. That's the problem, that with them not loading too far. I'm 11,920, 31,560, and 33,620. Yeah, there ain't, you ain't sliding it forward anymore, because I've got tandem set. Then you'd be past bridge to throw more weight on the front. Hey everyone. Well, we're through Indy. We're on 74, headed to our delivery. As you see, the wolf's getting multiple baths today. There are multiple showers, I guess you could say, today. Pretty powerful ones, 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna have to get myself a scrub brush, get some car washing detergent when I know it's gonna rain. Fill a bucket with some water, scrub down as best as I can when I can reach with it. And then drive through a rainstorm and get it rinsed off. She was playing with you. Fort Madison, Iowa. Let's see, what's it around here? We just passed through Indy. It's 77. I haven't gone through on and off pouring rain. Yeah. Looks like I'm heading towards the sun, so I think I'm getting... There must be a storm front that's hovering around the western part of Ohio and the middle part of Indiana. Because I mean, now that I'm getting out of Indy, I can see the blue sky towards the other way. But I mean lightning and a little bit of thunder and pouring rain. Yeah, Grey Wolf got a few showers today. Wow. Yeah, I thought, you know, remember yesterday I was looking at the thing and I said it was going to be 70 at night? I don't think it ever went down to 70 because I ended up tossing and turning and ended up having to turn my air on with the APU, and then it must have dropped like after midnight because I woke up and I was freezing, so I had to turn that off and then get underneath the covers to warm up. I have controls right by my head. I just reach up, turn the APU off, turn it back on to standby, and go underneath the covers. Well, hey everyone, I got a big old shadow going on, but man, finally found out where the tank drains are. Who in the hell thought of this? They're by far not easy to get to. You almost have to unbolt the top step to get at them. I was able to reach in after I took my watch off my left hand, but I couldn't get the other one. It's either frozen solid. So when I take it in to have them clean all the connections, because man, they're bad. I mean, they're really bad. I have a feeling this thing's going to charge like an son of a gun once all that crap's clean. It's so corroding that all the connections are. Well, hit the rest area. I'm just going to deliver at my 7:30 and decide, try to find a spot to park for a couple hours, or see if I can run over to Burlington and see what kind of a parking spot this place has for picking up, and maybe sit and stay there for a little bit. Well, you have a good night, and I'll try to have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a good day tomorrow.